Hi guys, I hope that you are all really well. If you are somebody who celebrates Christmas, I hope you had a great Christmas, but we all have a new year, and I hope that's something that works out really well for you. And obviously on an international level, I hope things are a little bit better next year, pretty much everywhere. So this is a video, I'm going to do this entirely in English because the fact is, if you're interested in this video, the chances are you might be a complete beginner. Or not a complete beginner, because you've already found you've already been bestowed with the absolutely amazing luck to find Logic Language Learning. So you will have seen, or you maybe might see if you now go down the previous videos, that we have a series of group classes. I am basically starting new group classes next year, and it is for you to contact me. So up until now, this is how the group classes have run. I originally set one up which was complete beginners, or pretty much thereabouts, and we went through things in the order of the grammar that I would give you if I were teaching you privately, or if you had the podcasts, or if you were sort of doing more formalized structural stuff with me, because as you know, the videos are a complete mishmash on here of different things at different levels, from very advanced to very, absolute beginner. And that first class took off and did very, very well. So congratulations to people who have been involved with that then. So that would be no particular order. I'm trying to do this alphabetically, but it won't work. No, so Brendan, Bree, Brendan, Denise, Tia. I'm going to forget people in it. I shouldn't have done this. Sarah, various people who've been in that group. Yeah. And then we took on a second group, which was more advanced. But it was amazing how the second group had a lot to learn still. So some of them were residing in France, some of them had jobs in France, but there was still a lot of catch up. So this was supposed to be originally called the intermediate group. I think now I call it Monday Group 2. And that group has gone really, really well as well. So you've also recently seen Brendan in that. You've got Tom, you had Roscoe, he had to leave. God bless him, he's got a care commitment. We've had Stuart, we've had Nathan, we've had Claire. We've had some really, really good people in that as well. I know I will have forgotten people, I do apologise. So it is time to begin again. So again, we will be starting new groups. So it absolutely does not matter what level you are at. Get in contact with me. It is much, much, much cheaper than doing the private tuition. To put this into context, the private tuition would be starting round about, depending what time of day you're at, round about 45 to 50 now. And if you were in one of those group classes, the fact is, depending on how many you were, we'd be looking at like £13 for the session. And it will often be 2 hours. So that's kind of a big saving, and you get all the same corrections, and you don't have to work quite as hard. You need to stay on top of what I'm saying to other people. You need to do the homework, but it is not quite the ball breaker that the individual classes are. So if that is something that you are interested in doing in the new year, please get in touch. I am working out what hours will work for different people. So what I would like you to do is, if you sent me an email, logiclanguagelearning@gmail.com, I will pop that in the description. Give me your rough level. Don't round up, round down, if anything. Yeah, round down, if anything. Pretty much tell me what you've done, what your interests are, who you are. Last time I had about 35 applicants, and I think I took 5 for each group. So yes, if you weren't selected last year, then do please try again. As I was telling a friend of mine who was, my friend Max, who's trying to get into a drama dance program, and he didn't get in last year, and I'm like, just try again next year. So if you applied last year and I didn't go with you, please don't take it personally. It's just, I sort of maybe thought on a personality level, different people's whatever would be a better fit. I don't know. I could only take so many people. It doesn't mean I didn't like you. It didn't mean I didn't think your application was interesting. It just meant I could only take so many people. So again, get in contact. We're starting up. As with these things all the time, this is going to sound really odd, but what makes it really interesting for me, because it is largely a lot of the time similar material. I do teach other languages, I just don't do it on this platform. is how quickly we can do this. So if you are somebody who was kind of faffed about for a few years, and this has been a kind of dinner party, you know, oh yeah, one day I'm going to speak French, now is your time. I'd be interested if anybody had a kind of relationship reason to be learning French. I would be interested if anybody had a professional reason to be learning French. I'd be interested if anybody had a sort of location reason. So this year, amongst other people I've taught, we've had Rob, who's, you know, just had a baby with a French lady, which is lovely. You know, just stories like that really, really interest me. So get in contact. I don't mean to be an arrogant douche, but you've watched those guys fly in these groups, and I imagine a lot of people who follow this channel want a little bit of it. Now, don't be afraid. If you are somebody who, for whatever reason, cannot show your face on the internet, be that because of sneaky, I don't know, maybe you need to use a false name, maybe you're a bigamist, maybe you're hiding from an ex-wife, I don't care. I need to hear you in the group. Privately, I just need to see you just to check you're kosher, but I don't need to see your face on YouTube if that is something that you do not want to do. In terms of the videos will be posted here, but let's be very frank, who's going to see them? French learners, other French learners, people who completely get where you're coming from, people who've completely got the same, you know. I read a lovely thing today which basically said procrastination is the thief of achievement. And I think that's such, you know, a good thing. Comparison is the thief of joy, and procrastination is the thief of achievement. How long have you faffed and wanted to do this? So get in contact, logiclanguagelearning@gmail.com. I'm a tough teacher, but I'm a nice person. And also, they're firm friends. The people in those groups, they are firm friends. I'd consider them my friends. I'm very, very close to them, and we only met, you know, obviously the beginning of last year. You know, they are absolutely, with the exception of Claire and Stuart, whom I'd known previously. Claire I'd met, she'd been on a language holiday with me. Stuart I'd taught before. Everybody in that second Monday group are new to me, you know, is new to me. Everybody in the first group, every single one of them, the Brendans and all the people that I'm super jokey and friendly with, completely new to me. So it became quite a nice little group socially. And obviously we will have a language trip this year. I didn't manage to do it this year. Next year, sorry, I didn't manage to do it this year because of various social reasons. I just didn't want to leave sort of London, England, for various reasons, but it will be going on this year. So you are much more likely to get a place on the language walking holiday next year if you've been in this group. So get in touch then. The information will be underneath. Like I said, logiclanguagelearning@gmail.com. I may then just have a little chat with you and just, you know, see what life's all about. Yeah, if in listening to this you think I really would like private lessons, Luke, the more I think about this, I would like these to be private, but I would like to do that in the new year. I'm obviously open to that as well. I do have somewhat of a waiting list, but I'll be honest with you, the benefit of being self-employed is if I think someone's timetable works, because I work with Australians, Americans, Europeans, English, British, French, Welsh, Spanish, whatever, you know, there's a waiting list, but it isn't an exact thing. So if somebody fits a slot perfectly, then they will get moved into that. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful new year. If it isn't a comfortable time for you this Christmas, if Christmas is not a comfortable time for you, then hold on. We're nearly out of it. And January, there's everything to play for. All right, work hard, learn hard, love hard, and work out hard. And I will see you guys soon. Take care. Loads of love.